Hey everybody, this is my third time recording this because I am just horribly disorganized still, like horrendously disorganized. I just want to make this video, as an update and an apology, as the title is going to very plainly point out. I want to apologize for my lack of actually doing anything with this channel for the past few months. This has not been a good year for me. It's been a very, very bad year for me. On top of my stress of working at Hooters, which anyone that personally knows me, like, I cannot stand Hooters. Like, it's drained me emotionally, physically, mentally. Like, I didn't want to do anything while working at Hooters. I got a new job now, but while I was working at Hooters, I didn't want to do anything ever. I just slept, went and just worked, slept, and played video games in between each. Like, not even as enjoyment. Like, I just play video games just to keep myself sane, like, just so I had some semblance of stability in my life. But now that I'm out of there, I'm in something better. Like, that'll change. And another reason why I haven't done anything is because right when I started gathering up some motivation to actually do stuff, my dad actually died. And he died on June 28th, exactly at 10 p.m. on the dot. It was a tough time having to deal with that. And the reason why I'm using this footage is, there's a few reasons I'm using this footage here. This is actually the first recording I ever did with my Elgato Gaming capture card. It's also for Final Fantasy 15, which I am so fucking excited for. I got in the mail today from Amazon. Like, they shipped it a day early to me, so that is awesome. But it's also the game that I wanted to share with my dad, because the reason why he died was because of his severe alcohol abuse. He died because all he would consume was beer. Like, he wouldn't just drink beer with his food. Like, he would only drink beer. Like, he wouldn't barely eat. Like, that's pretty much all he ever did. Just sit on a computer, drink beer, and just look up whatever stupid shit he was looking up on Facebook. I wanted to share Final Fantasy 15 when it came out with him to hopefully get him into something else. Hopefully at least curb his addiction. But it didn't come out in time. So I'm not going to be doing any Let's Plays of Final Fantasy 15. At the very least, not right away, because I want this to be... This is a personal thing for me. I want this to be a game about me and my father. Like, the time that we would have spent together is going to be just with me. I'm not going to be putting this up. I'm putting any footage of that on YouTube. Like, that would be a great move for the channel. Like, because of all the people looking for Final Fantasy 15, trying to get their fix, or trying to look up whatever they can. Like, that would be a fantastic move for my channel, but that's right now I'm just trying to get myself into a better place so that way I can actually do stuff for my channel. So Final Fantasy 15 is going to be for me, or at least my experience is going to be for me. I'm not going to share it with anyone. But I'm not done with Let's Plays in general. Like, for example, my infamous Second Son, I'm going to get back to that Let's Play for both the good side of the story and the evil side of the story. I'm going to finish those games off, and I'm going to continue on with that. But, Final Fantasy 15 is for me. Unless I actually find a point where I can be comfortable with sharing the game. Which, it's probably not going to be anytime soon. It's probably going to be long past the time it's relevant. Just like with my Infamous series. Those games are long past relevant. But, yeah. Now to actually get more organized with the video, my updates and apology. First and foremost, in regards to Hooters, anyone that, like I said before, anyone that knows me personally is aware of how much I hate Hooters and everything involved with Hooters. I cannot stand that place at all. That place was so stressful, I didn't want to do anything ever. I've been there for 4 years, and in those 4 years, my conditions, the working conditions, barely improved. And the improvement was entirely because of the amount of money I was making. Took 4 years to go from $9 an hour to $11.50. But with my new job, I'm working through a temp agency at Ecolab. And through that temp agency, I'm making $12 an hour, which is more than I was going to be getting at Hooters if I was still working there right now. But once I get hired on through Ecolab full time, I will be making $22.50 an hour. So that is more money than I was ever going to get at Hooters, unless I became a manager, which I would have to work there for many more years to become one. So fuck that. That is a horrible, horrible decision to ever make for my life, to try to work at Hooters, a place where I absolutely cannot stand for that long of time, for that long period of time, just to make something that's not going to be sustainable by the time I'm that old, that I've been there for that long. But yeah, now that I got this new job, once I get hired on through the company, which could take anywhere between 3 and 12 months, which I'm okay with because that's still a significant, substantial increase over Hooters, and because it's so much less stress, it's like if I would actually put it into proportions, it's about 1/10 the amount of stress that Hooters is, and it's worst. Like Ecolab is so much easier to do. Ecolab is so much less stressful. So many benefits. Like all the benefits are significantly better than whatever I would ever get at Hooters. But yeah, because of the money that I'm going to be getting soon, and because of the less stress and the more free time, and me actually wanting to do things, me actually feeling my natural motivation and optimism kick in, I will actually be able to do stuff for my channel now. I'm actually going to be able to do things for myself and be able to work out, and try to get into shape again. Hopefully it'll stick this time. I'll get into shape. I'll actually start hopefully seeing a therapist for my depression, my anxiety. I'm going to be educating myself on various forms of digital media art. Like main things I want to learn are graphics design, so that way I can help my friend get started on his t-shirt company. Video design, so that way I can get things on here, or not video design, video editing, so that way I could get my YouTube channel more professional looking, and video game design, so that way I could finally live out my dream of being a video game designer. And since working at Ecolab, because it's so much less stress, I'm actually feeling more creative, so I actually came up with a few new game ideas that I think would really, really appeal to a lot of people. So once I actually get things going there, like thanks to Ecolab, I actually will be able to hopefully do things with my life. Now all I have to do is just get myself to that point. Ecolab is a stepping stone to my future, and it's a huge stepping stone. It's a huge, dramatic boost to my future. But anyways, in terms of my channel, I'm not just going to be doing Let's Plays. Like I am going to finish the ones for Infamous, and I'm going to be continuing on with Let's Plays. But I'm also going to be doing story time, or my actually before I talk about that, I'm going to tell you about inspiration for why I want to do story time. It's actually from a few sources. My number one source is from this ASMR channel. For those of you who don't know what ASMR is, it's the tingling you get on the back of your neck and the back of your head when you hear certain noises. Or you feel certain sensations, like then you get the cool tingling on the back of your head and neck. It's kind of like the chills, except it's more pleasant. This ASMR artist called Jellybean Nose. Her main channel is a Korean pop dance cover artist, but her secondary channel is the ASMR channel. That's the one I got. That's the one I got into first. Like, she was a beautiful dancer, and like her ASMR work is the only work that consistently actually gives me ASMR. She actually has some segments with ASMR story time, and she's actually huge into horror movies. So those stories are actually her stories are actually horror stories or suspense stories. That's not something I want to do, but it's something I could do for my channel. But basically what I'm going to be doing for my channel is I'm going to be, on top of the Let's Plays, I'm also going to be doing story times for whatever stories I feel like telling. Like, not necessarily real life stories. Like, I'll just make up stories to tell specifically for the channel. Or if someone wants me to read a short story, like, they could suggest it to me and I'll read that story. And then I'm going to be doing that. I'm going to be doing voiceover work again, like my Anthem, The Secret of Darkness voiceover. I'm going to be doing more things like that. Not just for him, naturally. I can't just do his lines forever. Yeah, I'm going to be doing more voiceover work for things I think my voice would be great for, things where I think I need improvement from, or voices, roles that I could use some improvement on. I'm going to be doing that to hopefully start a career also as a voiceover actor. Or at the very least a part-time career. Like, I really want to do so much more with my life now that I actually feel the motivation to do stuff for myself. I'm also going to be another thing that inspired me to do that story time is another YouTube channel, Comic Storian. That's the main channel where I go for my comic book fix, because I don't have the money right now to go out and just keep buying comic books, and there's a lot of comic books for all the stories I want to read. Like, there's just too many comic books for me to buy right now. So I'm going to be getting into that. No, I'm going to be getting into story time because of the way Comic Storian reads his synopses of his comic book storylines. The way he does it so dramatically, like I just love the way he tells stories. Like, it's kind of comical in a way, like, no pun intended. It's like a I can't really describe it too well, but the way he does it is like whimsical. That's the word I was looking for. Like, just dramatic and whimsical at the same time. Like the way he tells stories, like, I actually feel engaged. I actually want to listen. But yeah, him and Jellybean Knows, like, those two channels are the main channels I go to for my, like, those are the two main channels that inspired me to start doing story time for my channel. I highly recommend going to those channels and supporting them, especially Jellybean Knows, because, like me, she also suffers from depression and anxiety, except hers is far, far worse than mine. So she needs and deserves all the support that she can get. Like, she is a wonderful person. Like, she is a good person. Like, she really deserves some support for all that she's been through. And I'm not sure about what Comic Storian's story is. I'm not sure what his life story is, but give him just as much support as you would give anyone else, because the work he does is phenomenal. Like, he goes through a lot of work. He goes through a lot of work to just to research comics and comic books. He loves comic books. Like, he genuinely does love comic books. It's great to see someone as passionate about comic books as he is to actually do stuff the way he does. Like, everything. Like, it's just refreshing to see someone actually care, is what I'm trying to say. Like, those are the main influences where I want to do story time. I might do some singing, maybe. Not sure if that'll be a thing. But no matter how it goes down with that, next year is going to be a good year. Despite the fact that we got Trump as president, and he's going to probably certainly cause World War III, because he doesn't know how to shut his goddamn mouth. And he's so fucking hostile about everything, but whatever. Whatever. Like, assuming that I have enough time to build up my future and before he destroys the world. This next year, 2017, will be a good year for me. It will be a great year for me. I just need to put the work into it. Just need to actually put myself into it. Yeah, I think that covers everything. So, for now, I will bid you adieu. Have a nice day. Have wonderful holidays. Hope you had a fantastic Thanksgiving. I'll see you all next time. Stay awesome.